All right. So as you sign up on UKI, you can do that by email, or if the community members have enabled SSO using Facebook, uh, Google, WordPress, etc. And you land on a dashboard which tells you if you have already created community. This is my dashboard where uh, community is already created. You can use this to create a community or join a community. And we'll start by, just give me a second. I accidentally clicked on something. So we'll start with creating a test community to showcase how to set up your first community. We'll call it my test community. Click on save and continue. So we'll have steps for you to get started on what to do. And you can set up your profile first, which is your personal profile as a host, admin, or the manager of the community. You can name yourself. I name myself as Ankur. I'll keep these things as blank. I'll name co-founder, save and continue. You can set up your links as well, which are Facebook, your social media handles. The next step is updating your branding, which is basically designing the theme and color of your community, which is primarily set to the default color of UKI. You can have a theme as a dark or light theme, have a brand logo, then click on save and continue. All these steps, you can also do that by going to the settings, by clicking just save and continue if you want to set it up later. And show you the basic steps, which is the next step is check your access. And if you want to turn it private, you can sort of click the button. I'll just save and continue. The next steps being set up spaces. I want to set up my own space. I'll mark it as reader as of now. And later on, we'll be able to sort of set up a space. It'll talk about integration, existing platform, like Discord, Telegram, Twitter, and Zoom. You want to integrate, you can sort of click on setting and integrate all these platforms. We'll be able to do that later as well. So I'll click on mark as read. Set up memberships. So memberships being integrations with Stripe for collecting payments for paid communities, as well as using NFTs for NFT based memberships. You can go to settings. So later on, I'll showcase how to do that. I'll just mark it read. I'll go to the next steps. Add a welcome message. Essentially, when you want to welcome users, you want to add a welcome message for everyone. So I can click on it and add a post, which is welcome to my test community. You can name it whatever your community name is, and say hi. Mention the rules of engagement and you do, not to do, etc. And sort of save changes. So your first messages would be based. So based on the color I've selected, this is my theme that's created. This is my profile. And my welcome message is pushed. We just moved to the new UI. So let me just switch to that. When you click to customization, accounts, I'll be able to upgrade to the new UI to showcase how the new UI looks like. Switched already. If you go back, this is the new interface. So this is more of a Facebook group / Discord kind of / Slack kind of interface with the feed. And these are the spaces I was talking about. Anil is there answering question. If you have any specific, I'll just look at the chat window after I'm able to sort of showcase the basic features. On the left, these are spaces. So by default, you have a home home tab, and these are space groups, and these are the start here are spaces inside the heading. Welcome. Spaces are basically channels or subgroups within the community, and you can have them as private or public. For course creators, these can be different cohorts of their community. Or for a product community, these can be different sections like your information about the product, where people can post all the bugs and use cases. Updates can be one of the spaces. So to talk about how you can interact, I created a sample welcome post. You can like it or share it on Facebook, or share a link on other social media channels. On the right-hand side, we have a leaderboard widget, which showcases the sort of interaction that are happening on the platform. So as people interact with your posts or interact with the community, there are assigned points, and based on that, a leaderboard is designed. We have a trending widget tab as well by default, which showcases the community, which has showcases the posts which have maximum engagement. Let me go to the settings and sort of talk about how you set the basic things up. So if you want to set up the basic customization, this is the name of the community, your subdomain, your CNAME, if you want to connect it to your own domain. The social media stuff, which is the meta title and description, your privacy policy. If you want to connect the Google Analytics, you can do that. There's an RSS feed also. You can generate that. You generate your sitemap, post it here, add custom header scripts. So if you want to integrate a chatbot or stuff like that, Google Analytics and stuff, or any third-party widget, you can use a custom header script. Change again the default theme colors and your brand logo, fav icon. So extreme, we've gone to the basic level of customization. So you can entirely customize the space as per your need. These are basic functionality. So this is the join URL. If you want to share it to anyone, you can share the join URL and they'll be able to join the platform. Enable and disable notification through posts, comments, etc. These settings are available in notification. You can go to the account section for changing and connecting your MetaMask wallet if you're into Web3. And if you want to leave a particular community, you've already joined. So custom profile field. So we have a default sections in profile field of a community member. You can add custom field if you want. These can be specific to your community or a brand. And these are spaces I mentioned. So by default, there's one space called Start Here, which is inside a group or heading called Welcome. You can click add space, have a test. Let me mention it as integrations, and it can be a post type. I can make it public, and there are different 3 layouts. By default, it's a linear layout. You can have a list or a grid. So grid is a grid format. List is a sort of list kind of format, and you can save to create that new space. So when you click new space has been created, so only people who are part of the space, if it's private or have access to it, would be able to see the content. This is a normal post kind of space which will have different posts. You can have a space which can be an event, or you can have a space which can be a course. So if you're a course creator, let me say one sample name being cohort, and you can click on save. There's a type courses, click on it, and a cohort is created, which is basically a course type, which will help you set up your own courses. So you can have a curriculum setup, which is basically sort of part 1, sort of learn basic HTML. And you can add a lesson, more lessons as more students join in. You can check the activities, you can customize the cohort title and description. Inside there you can mention the title and the video embed of your course. It can be YouTube video, any third-party link, and the content could be posted here. You can have save it publish right now, or save as a draft for later. So this is a basic. We'll have a detailed documentation for this later as well. I will share the link with you as well, so you can set this up. So you can reorder these spaces, decide on the order of these spaces, and click on save. This will be done by reorder spaces. Showcase link. So this can be my Facebook link, and I can post sort of facebook.com/ my username, so something like that, and save, and this will be visible in my community. This can be Twitter, etc., all the social media links. So another cool option we have is gamification, which is basically as users interact with the platform, you can give them ranks and assign them values. These are customizable, and even you can disable or enable these gamification options. You can rename this according to the type of community you're building, or add a new rank. We do have APIs as well, so you can generate a token and use that to sort of interact with the platform, push content inside the platform. So we support webhooks as well. which is basically endpoints for you to connect different apps, apps like Zapier. The actions we support are new users, people removed, new posts, new join request, comment, etc. All these are mentioned, and there would be a different documentation on how to use it. So already are built out a product, and where you would want users to sign up with your existing login. So you can use the same Google login with the client ID and secret key, and users would be able to log in with your community. You can sort of embed this community using embed code. I'll come to that. And same for Facebook, LinkedIn, WordPress, and we'll be coming with more integrations as well. So these are the embed code that we're talking about. If you want to embed entire community, you could just copy the code and paste it in the HTML block. And yeah, you can embed a space as well. So if you want to add a particular space, you can do that. Useful for WordPress, useful for Webflow or any other website which is built on HTML. We have customizable PWA, where you can have an app name for the PWA with your own icon. You can set it up here. We currently support native Android apps, and we'll have by January we'll have a native iOS app as well. Right now, the email notification when you don't set up a enable SMTP go through our servers. So if you want them send through your own server, you can enable SMTP, and this is available through an add-on to get this enabled. Already mentioned, we have integrations with different platforms like Webhook. For Discord, there's a Telegram bot. For Twitter and Zoom, you can connect on these platforms via this option. There are memberships, so you can connect your Stripe account, and there will be a new membership you are connected. So for doing that, just create membership, have a name, description. If you want to do it for a particular space, you can do that, decide on the price, if it's a one-time or a monthly price, and yeah, you'll be able to connect your Stripe account. So yeah, from through this option, you should be able to do that. Coming to the basic of sort of managing your community, which is how do you moderate a community? We do have first a moderator dashboard where different moderators of a community or one or more moderators can manage a community. So you can invite users using email list, invite existing members to a space, report all the reported posts are mentioned here. You can disable them. Comments are there, unapproved post, all the banned words, you can sort of select them, and they would be flagged as soon as they mentioned in the community. You would want to know how users are interacting with the platform. This is a new community, but as more users join in, you would want to know what is the top post, space, member, what is the best time to post, what's the daily active users, how many new users are coming to the platform. And yeah, so all the member requests are available in the member request community section, sorry. And all the you would be able to sort of accept or decline a request from your community members. And yeah, so there is a notification bar, or as users interact with your post or things happen, you should be able to sort of get a notification on that. Yeah, this is a basic outline. There's a search as well. So I'll show you a built out community so you would be able to visualize things better. Let me go to the dashboard. Yeah, so we have a community which we use. So we are creators for Vadoo as well, where we have a community on Vadoo, and these are the spaces we've created for Vadoo. And we have a leaderboard where if you click on the leaderboard, you'll get the most active users on the platform, and based on the karma, I've given a rank, and yeah, so users are interacting. We'll be making it more interactive soon with more actions for community members to join. We have a chat as well, where one-to-one users can chat in with others, and they with another individual member, or the or the community manager, or the course host can sort of interact with other members. So it will be one-to-one or a many-to-many kind of chat interface. I mentioned the notification. If you click on it, you'll get notification of how users are interacting on the platform. And yeah, so our knowledge base coming on the left-hand side, talking about the content, we have Going to resources, we have different sections from our blog mentioned here. If you see on the left hand side, there's a place for FAQs. All the new updates are mentioned here, etc. So this is a brief outlook of the product. And yeah, so it's available on AppSumo for last call. And you'll be able to buy 10 codes, I think about 10 codes, and starting at $79. And yeah, it's great for you to build a course based community, a product based community. If you are a creator influencer, you want to manage your own community with an existing distribution platform like Instagram, YouTube, etc. That being the main platform, and you get exclusivity with your own community. I think people are mentioning it's available in 10 languages, and you can customize in English and 9 other languages. And yeah, I'll look at the chat window if you have any specific questions. Coming to the part, if I miss something, I'll sort of come in again. So this is one of the communities we built. Yeah, so creating post, when you want to do that, you can decide on which one of the spaces it can be. Add a cover. It has a notional kind of interface where you can add a text list, link, image, a raw HTML file if you want to embed YouTube videos, any third party embeds like a Twitter sort of post, have an heading, attach a PDF file if you're into sort of you want to share content as PDF. You can post anonymously as well. So you can grant abilities to users to post anonymously if they do feel like so, and you have a requirement for that. Coming up to the settings part again, we have a walkthrough as you start building out a community on the step you want to take to set up a community, but later on you can sort of edit them by going to the different sections. Yeah, so for the folks who are interested in Web3, as I mentioned, you can connect your Metamask wallet and showcase your NFTs on in your profile, and also have a token based access for a space. The space being the subgroup as I mentioned. Yeah, I'll be able to showcase if you want to set up a test event, say it can be name of an event, and you can make it public, have a default space. So yeah, we have a test event, and you can create an event by clicking on it. My first event, I'll give a sample link. It can be, say, something like your Zoom link or any third-party link. So I'll give you a sample link. You can decide on a time of that event, have a duration. You want to add Zoom, you can add Zoom, and there can be a description on how the event is, save changes that creates an event, and people would be able to join that event. Coming to settings, if I miss something. Yeah, I think I have one questions. I think Barkha Herman asked, I think if not already answered, where this is hosted on AWS across the world. And I think you mentioned around the Web3 part, and where Web3, as I mentioned, you can showcase your NFTs on your profile by connecting your wallet. You can have NFT gated spaces. Yeah, you can connect your Discord or Telegram and cross post on these platforms. And if you already have a community, you don't have to sort of schedule post 2 times. You can use our UUKI to cross post on these platforms. And languages part, Anil has already mentioned. It's available for a couple of more days, I think, and you can I think, Dana, I think it's already mentioned we don't have the sounds for gamification as of now. You can suggest in the roadmap link. Anil has already shared that link uh, in the chat window. Another cool thing is if you want to sort of have a PWA, I mentioned you can have a sample name, an icon for it, and people don't have to download an app. The Chrome or Safari would be able to manage, and they will be able to add the whole community as an icon on the app. Works both for Chrome and other browsers as well. These are the Discord integrations. Yeah, I think I've covered most of the points. And if you have any specific question, happy to showcase that on the screen as well.